And Arizona's Attorney General Mark Brnovich has been closely following what's been happening at the southern border and is a staunch critic of President Biden's immigration policies. He joins us live now. AG, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on. We watched this report there. By the way, he's in your state there. Jason Jones reporting that just after you issued your legal opinion on the border crisis, and I'll show our viewers here in part, saying the on-the-ground violence and lawlessness at the border caused by transnational cartels and gangs satisfies the definition of an invasion under the U.S. Constitution. Arizona retains the independent authority under the state self-defense clause to defend itself when actually invaded, end quote. Again, just a tear there. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, Sean, thank you very much for having me on. And it's not just about identifying the problem, it's about doing something. In fact, next week I'm going to be arguing with the U.S. Supreme Court on the public charge rule, where the Biden administration is trying to give government benefits to people without legal status or that are non-citizens. So the Biden administration has essentially decriminalized people breaking the law by coming into this country. They've incentivized it. And as a result, the cartels and gangs and human smugglers have essentially seized operational control. As your reporter just indicated, it's not just about the number of people coming across, but in December, there was more than 500 pounds of fentanyl just seized, more than 1,100 pounds of fentanyl seized in the month of November. That's just the stuff we know about. That's literally enough fentanyl to kill more than 200 million Americans. And so there is a war right now. There is a crisis going on. The Biden administration has, at one point we thought, wanted to eliminate ICE, but essentially they've eliminated the southern border and allowed the cartels and gangs to seize control of it at our border. And as a result of that, Sean, Americans are less safe, and we are seeing more violence in every one of our neighborhoods, whether you're in Arizona, Texas, or Alabama or Michigan.
Sure, and I'll keep it on Arizona and just focusing really on the drugs that are coming through. Arizona CBP officers say they've arrested a Mexican national with roughly $85,000 worth of fentanyl pills on him. John R. Modlin, a chief patrol agent of CBP's Tucson sector, tweeted out an image. There it is on your screen. Wow. Of the narcotics found with the border crosser there. And you can see all the pills here, as reported, of overdose deaths and the leading cause of people aged 18 to 45 here. And you see this happening. It kind of goes on your point that it's going past the numbers of migrants that are coming over. And by the way, we don't know who they are, but we are seeing a large killer of American lives coming across our borders. And by that, I mean fentanyl.
Well, Sean, border security is national security. It's also one of the reasons why we're suing the Biden administration to force them to build the wall, because by allowing the cartels to seize operational control, we know there's not only a flood of people coming across, but these dangerous drugs. Just last year in Arizona, more than 9 million fentanyl pills were seized, a record amount. And we just have the largest bust, us, Scottsdale Police, and DEA just last month or in December as well. So we keep setting these records, which are bad records to set. More than 100,000 Americans tragically lost their lives as a result of these failed Biden administration policies and the flood of drugs, fentanyl, opioids coming in. I mean, literally, that's almost twice as many people that died during the 8 years of the Vietnam War. So, I mean, we are talking about a war. We're talking about a crisis. We know people on the terror watch list have been apprehended. Yeah. And what keeps me up at night, and I'm sure Sheriff Lamb down in Pinal County would agree with this, it's people are coming across and surrendering. As Border Patrol and ICE, they're being processed. Border Patrol's out of the field. You have all these gotaways. You have people coming in the middle of the night, dressed in camouflage, dressed in black, wearing, carpet on their feet to avoid detection. What are they up to, and why are they coming into our country, sneaking in? And I think we all know the answer, because they mean to do America harm.
Yeah, 45,000 gotaways just in the month of January, as reported by the CBP. We'll continue to follow this story. We have a lot of focus on the Ukrainian border, but, here's what's happening with our southern border. Mark Brnovich, always on top of it. AG, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.